Folks, Gucci Mane is getting absolutely dragged at this point with the Pooh Shiesty situation. They're saying that he's a snitch. They're saying that he cooperated. They're saying that he gave a description of Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 that's forming quite a large basis of the case that the feds are putting against him. Excuse me. But now, okay, there's some new information coming out, all right? And in this video, I'm going to focus primarily on Gucci Mane and the allegations against him. But there's new information coming out to suggest that maybe the feds don't have as much evidence as they think, and the whole case might be hinging on Gucci Mane's testimony specifically, okay? So this is what's going around. It says the feds say they don't have hard evidence, including CCTV footage of Pooh Shiesty or Big 30 having a gun and threatening Gucci Mane. So they're basically saying that Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane, they might have gone into that room. No one can prove what went down in that room, and unless Gucci Mane says he upped the Drake on me and forced me to sign that contract, they might not have any, it might not be able to do nothing. So it all comes down to if Gucci Mane's going to take that stand. Listen to this.
Development tonight in the arrest of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. He and 8 others are charged with kidnapping rapper Gucci Mane. Shiesty's father, Lontrell Williams Sr., and another Memphis rapper known as Big 30 appeared in federal court today. Action News 5's Caitlin Miller was in the courtroom in downtown Memphis. So Caitlin, fill us in. What happened today?
Okay, so do you go to school together or no?
No.
No, you're friends from the neighborhood?
Yes.
Okay, do you still play together?
Yes.
Good. And how far do you live from each other? How far?
Not so far, just like down the wall.
Just down the wall? Okay. Okay, and did you guys know you were going to be here today?
No.
When did you find out? You woke up this morning?
That's random, all right? I wasn't expecting to see that, but they're saying Pooh Shiesty ain't the first time Pooh Shiesty been on the stand in the people's court, all right? But look, Pooh Shiesty's lawyer is basically pushing back against the robbery claims, all right? And the current narrative he's saying could well be cap. So Pooh Shiesty's lawyer basically pushed back, all right? They're saying robbery claims, things are very often not what they seem, all right? They're saying there's no evidence of the robbery. So according to Dallas Morning News, Shiesty's defense attorney, John Helms, who had reportedly joined the case less than a day earlier, challenged the government's framing and described Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Jr., as a talented artist who had a lot of success as an entertainer. The government's trying to characterize this as a dispute over money between Lontrell and his record label, but in this business, things are very often not what they seem, and people's motivations are very often not what they seem. Yeah, okay. We will be presenting Lontrell's side of this case as the case goes on, and I think it's going to be significantly different from what the government says. Federal prosecutors claim Pooh Shiesty was the ringleader in the robbery on Gucci Mane, and, you know, the allegations he pulled out an AK and forced Gucci to sign him off the label, then robbed him of his wedding ring, watch, and earrings and cash. Now, this is so dumb, because if he'd have just forced him to sign the contract, not robbed or assaulted anyone else there, he might have gotten away with this, and Pooh Shiesty might have said, Gucci Mane might have just said, I got to take the L. Now, interesting, okay, because Gucci Mane, just like Young Thug before him, he has espoused his anti-snitching rhetoric for years, decades at this point, okay? So this is why Gucci Mane's reputation is in tatters, because he is a street dude. He has killed somebody in self-defense and gotten away with it. And the idea that he would now be cooperating with authorities is truly unthinkable to a lot of street cats. So is this going to work? One sec. So here's the clip. It's a throwback Vlad clip.
I ain't never snitched on nobody. There ain't a lot of people come to me with that in my whole life since I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Even when I forget a lot of them, 17, 18, I have never snitched on nobody. I never wrote a statement on one, and I never will. That's how I feel. Cause I'm a true G. I never snitch on a nigga. Where we from, we don't do that. For real. This East Carolina Zone 6, well, niggas I fuck with my...
Where we from, we don't do that. East Atlanta. Wait, Atlanta? I don't know.
Where we from, we don't do that. For real, this East Carolina Zone 6.
Someone tell him, man. Someone's got to tell him. Doug, who's going to tell him? Doug, Gunner, 21, who's going to tell him? P?
Well, niggas I
Rollo?
With,
someone tell him.
We don't snitch on niggas. We stand down for ourselves. Like, if I got to go, I'm going to go. I done went before. I don't want to snitch on nigga to save nobody's life. Not even my own. I die. So I snitch on nigga. That's on my mom.
R.I.P. Gucci Mane, man. Oh, look, we don't know for sure, all right? And it really we all wonder if he's going to take that stand, all right? But basically, people in the comments on this, even though the clip's been scrubbed, all right, they deleted the video. They're trying to cover up what's been said. It said dishonor before death, lol. Dishonor before death. They're saying he dry snitched on Jeezy in 05. He said the snowman sent Pookie Loke. They're saying he'd been a rat since 05. Only a sub nickname Gunnerology will folks try and move the goalpost for a supposed Street dude and gangster tell him what was only talking about never snitching not long ago and talking about how he was smoking on Pookie Loke in that versus battle. Now dude's acting like he was Theo Huxtable, Carlton Bank type civilian this whole time and he right for snitching. You cannot make this shit up. They talking about he a rich civilian CEO who's almost 50 with a wife and kids, so he's supposed to tell. That man was still on street bullshit right up until this point. No excuses to be made for him. He made his bed, he got to lay in it. The new rat F dude, he did bad. Okay, it is actually pretty bad for Gucci Mane right now. Okay, people saying is he an old ass man now. He did his thing in the streets. You want him to live by a code that MS actively in the streets going by. They said nah, he wanted to live by the street code up till this point. All right, they said his speech therapy has been working out. But anyway, okay, there's another viral clip that showed Gucci talking about his past ambitions to join the Black Mafia family, BMF, with Big Meech and them.
Anti-social with me. And now I ain't fucking with because I already robbed. They just like Blue Dimension. But I wanted to be BMF so bad back in the day. I'm gonna be real.
This is a Hood Affairs exclusive.
J-Boy Meech told me, yeah, we gotta get you in. Too gangster. Keep the scrap. Get what the nigga Blue said, man. That's why I fought him to the day. Yeah, I just had to sit down about you. Yeah, we ain't gonna let you in. Yeah, I be robbing too much. But we fuck with you. You know, we just smashed some nigga for you. Cause they did. Damn near crushed them. But at the same time, we can't let you in, dog. Yeah, you be robbing too much. I ain't even made robbing my black teeth. Bro, we got them on you, nigga. We keep footage. You ain't gonna try her. I said, bro, what you talking about? He said, bro, every time I see you, nigga, you got an airbrush shirt on, shit that don't me and be so anti-social with me. And now I ain't fucking with you because.
Look, he wanted to be BMF back in the day. I'm not sure BMF would want to take him now, but BMF's not what it used to be. But anyway, Joe Budden would even chime in on the situation. He would joke how he would have handled a contract dispute, and he's had a few in his time. Let's hear what he said. Come on, Joe.
Better than me. Them niggas would have been out their contract on my ring footage. Hey, this I'd have been on.
You don't want to work here no more.
Y'all can stay right there. No need to come in.
No 2 week
It's done.
I sleep.
I can.
Check your email.
Yeah, right.
Refresh. Word. E-signature, all that shit.
DocuSign.
For Adobe, pull up all the shit. I'm signing that shit.
That's crazy.
Your rights is yours, dog.
You earned it. You did that.
And I'm gonna buy the album.
100 copies.
I ain't gonna hold you. If you gonna let me be alive, yo, you got my support.
Oh man,
you got my support.
Yo, that's the scary part. It could have went way different. Like they could have bodied everybody in that room, bro. And when you talking to a nigga that he shot a couple niggas already,
and he ain't working. He just the nigga that let it go got leisure time.
Bored. Just bored.
Getting cold now. Yeah, he could go Googling where your grandma live. And the nigga resourceful too a little bit.
All these young.
No, that was crazy. Shout out to Joe Budden, man. He's always entertaining with it. Now, interestingly enough, okay, 21 Savage, the arbiter, Sir 21 Savagington of Brickstown. All right. Sir 21 and not another clip been deleted. They love deleting these clips off Reddit. I find it very interesting. They kind of cover everything up. But 21 Savage was seen on his story blasting that Pooh Shiesty after Gucci Mane told on him. They're saying is 21 Savage going to take his place as one of the realest from the east side, the new East Atlanta Santa. He said he was going to break my MacBook, didn't do shit. So I'm still waiting. All right. Name another dude real as me. I'm still waiting. Name somebody's gonna break my laptop. I'm still waiting. All right, I'm still waiting for my laptop to be broken. But let me try and show you the clip of 21 Savage jamming out to the tune, because just so you got the context of it, I'm gonna pull it up. All right, even though they delete it, what is going on here? What on earth is going on here? Hang on. So here he is. So look, we don't need the copyright, but 21's jamming. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, man. F the snitch. Yeah, I rock with Pooh Shiesty. He's showing love to Pooh Shiesty, man. I guess maybe he got issues with Gucci Mane too. I don't know. I don't know what they had going on, but everybody's saying 21 and Thug just don't get it. They would stay off social media for good 6 months. People will miss them and forget about the dumb shit they've been doing, but they can't because they want to prove so bad that they're real ones. Okay, man got a baby on the way, but he's still worried about looking street. All right. They're saying, bro, the internet's full of bottom feeders with short attention spans. If Thug and 21 just shut the fuck up for a bit, social media would get bored and find the next hate train to ride. Every time Kanye do something stupid, he ducks off for a year, then comes back with an amazing album, and people forget about how fake mad they was the previous year. Saying that F21 do for him to stay off the net 6 months. I understand Thug staying off the net, but what 21 do? He just support Thug. He was exposed as a hypocrite as well. Let's not forget what a snake 21 Savage was when he was trying to talk about, yeah, well, why don't we clean up Gunna's snitching allegations for money? 21 Savage, he loves talking about why don't we clean up snitching allegations for money. He should be fully in favor of what Gucci Mane's saying here. He wanted to clean up Gunna's nose so that they could all make money and renegotiate the contracts. He was trying to slime people out of their contracts. So he should be on Gucci Mane's side. He's popping out here, clout riding, D-riding, Pooh Shiesty. Yeah, FDO. Bro, you was trying to do, bro. You was down for the cause to clean up snitching for the last guy, but now it's anti-Gucci. Now it's Pooh Shiesty on the story. It's lame, okay? Ain't this dude just say F the streets 2 months ago when Young Thug told? Why did he let Thug get a pass? But he wants to sneak diss Gucci Mane. He's dicked out. I agree, all right? Shit like this explains what a dude like Academics be talking about, because at first I thought he was just attacking the city, which he is, but you got to call a spade a spade. Some of his points actually do have merits, unfortunately. Exactly, but it seems like the cool thing to do at the moment. All these street dudes panicking, picking and choosing. It's over for ATL. It's a good run, all right? It's over with. It says, yeah, when the mass majority got hip to Freedom of Information Acts, it was over with, all right? That information's free, and you guys look like clowns. 15 years ago, you couldn't even name 5 rappers that snitched. Not saying they weren't, but it was harder to find. Nowadays, if you told when you were 10, MFs are going to dig it up. And even Pooh Shiesty said F the streets. They all got onto the little clout bandwagon. They're saying 21 got to do whatever he's got to do for the US government to not deport him, okay? So he's bumping government-mandated Pooh Shiesty right now, okay, for the streets. 21 Savage, the most overrated rapper to ever come out of Atlanta. I wouldn't have said that, but that new album he dropped was trash, even though he was dissing me. But anyway, besides this post, has anyone noticed that 21 is chasing this King of East Atlanta type recognition and out-of-state respect as the Don? It's really interesting. Not saying I don't understand, because perspective does play a huge factor in how people treat you and remember you, but he's always coming for the top dogs of the East unprovoked. He hopped on IG Live with Nudie to diss Hoodrich Pablo. Just recently got into a back and forth with Future that Big Bank had to squash, and now the subliminals to Gucci. Not casting judgment here, just making observation. They're saying he's snaked out for real. He just sampled the dude. Now he bumping the dude who robbed him. Just was bigging up Gucci too. That's a very good point. He needs a little tea and crumpets to calm down and mind his business. That's what they're saying there. People saying he's a goofy, robbing, a bipolar schizophrenic ain't the flex you think it is. F the streets, F your baby mama, and F you, all right? Honestly, the first comment I've seen to make this point. Gucci's done a lot for his genre of music and culture. He has a serious mental illness. I hope he's doing okay mentally. Imagine going into a meeting with your artist and then you're faced with the possibility of never seeing your children grow up. Pooh Shiesty could have addressed this in arbitration. How can any rational human support this? People are acting like he was pickpocketing, but he kidnapped, robbed, and group of people that had a contract signed under duress. That's such a good point. Gucci's not well mentally. He's a schizophrenic, bipolar. He's got a lot of mental health issues. We've seen him open up on the Breakfast Club. He's actually been through a lot of trauma. Doesn't matter if he killed a dude in self-defense 20 years ago. It's horrible. He put him through an absolutely horrible thing, and Gucci Mane was just trying to help Pooh Shiesty. He put him on. Pooh Shiesty would be nothing without Gucci Mane, and that's a fact, okay? They're saying, LMAO, he signed this dude. He knows where he's from and the stuff he raps about. Gucci raps about the same street shit too. I don't know why you're all giving Gucci a pass for snitching when he's making money off promoting the street shit. If he's really not a street dude, then release Shiesty off his contract and go do something else. Also, all of this was influenced because of how Gucci handled the Scar situation. They're saying the Scar situation was greasy. It was wrong, okay? So Gucci make money by playing the music. That's the diss. Man, go back to the UK. That's true. Gucci still got a contract. So he probably ran up a little 1/4 cent, even getting the Spotify play on that one. But anyway, members of Georgia's chain gang, all right, the guys in the Georgia State of Corrections, they've officially owned Gucci Mane. They've been tearing his pictures off the wall. They're not rocking with Gucci no more. It's over.
You know, wait. Bro, the attack nice, bro. That's what identified them.
Look, they listen. The chain gang not rocking with Gucci. They're tearing his picture off the wall. Okay, it says fearless young smackers in Georgia chain gang are disgusted that Gucci Mane snitched. They know he wasn't no damn civilian. Is his street reputation ruined? Did Jeezy win the war? Over with. A victim like 6ix9ine, a snitch like 6ix9ine, the new rat F dude. Says, of course, them dudes are going to be mad. They don't have no business or life. They're locked up too. Pooh Shiesty going to be doing shows in the prison talent show for years to come. All right. What's this going to be? They're saying, I heard this is Pooh Shiesty. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not.
Prison fuck nigga.
Prison beauty pageant. Nah.
Prison fuck
Nah. FDO.
This is how they do it.
Oh my god.
This is how they do it.
Nah. They got the porgs in there. Nah. Oh no, I can't even look at that anymore. That's insane. He just hopped out the bunk bed. All right, he just hopped out the bunk bed. Anyway, all right, listen, let me put myself in Gucci's 11 and a half. All right, dude robbed me in front of an off-duty officer, my security, and took his gun. I didn't know they took his gun. I don't have shit to say, but he does. He lost the government's gun. Somehow dudes will interpret this as me snitching. I simply do not give two scientific, microscopic motherfucks. They had to make an insurance report. I ain't heard that before. I don't know if that's true, but if they actually robbed an off-duty cop of his government-issued firearm, bro, the telling is inevitable. You're dumb. You're dumb as hell. They're saying this fool's going to rap just like 6ix9ine. Watch how the rap community still supports him and not even talking about it like they talked about it with 6ix9ine, and no other rapper's going to make diss songs. Nothing. Just watch. And funnily enough, speak of the devil, I don't think he's the devil. I quite like the guy. But 6ix9ine would return to streaming after just being released from the feds himself. He's FDO, all right? Pooh Shiesty's first day in. Takeshi 6ix9ine having first day out, and he's having a glorious first day out. Imagine coming home your first day out and Gucci Mane is being exposed for being a snitch, all right? So he basically claimed that Gucci will be forced to testify in court. He walked shit down, all right? And he said, this is how the government works. They're going to need Gucci's testimony.
Let me break down this Gucci Mane stuff, right? Gucci Mane, whether he's telling or his cameraman is telling, right? You know what the feds do?
What?
They're going to subpoena Gucci Mane, whether his name is what? Something Davis, right?
Yes.
I'm breaking it down for you.
Okay.
Once the feds subpoena you, you have to
tell.
You have to. If not, you go to jail for obstruction of justice.
So he'll go to jail if he doesn't tell.
So they're gonna tell.
Yeah.
He has to.
So
wow.
You have to. It's a subpoena by the federal government. I'm breaking this down for you. I know some people who hate it, they're just like, no, fuck, don't believe him, no. Oh my God. But bro, this is literally how the feds work.
Yeah.
It's not regular old person that lives in a fucking, it's literally the United States of America. Now, let me break down this Gucci.
So look, he's breaking it down. He's saying Gucci's going to be compelled to testify under a government federal subpoena. And 6ix9ine knows he's been subject to government federal subpoenas. He's been through all of this. He's actually lived to tell the tale with his tail intact, right? And he would also explain that Pooh Shiesty could still be facing time regardless of probation violation, even if he beats the robbery case. He was on ankle monitor when this whole thing went down. He's an idiot, right?
Not only this, right? I'm gonna break this down for you. Pooh Shiesty is facing this new charge. He just got a new charge, but he's on probation
for some other shit.
So watch. So so watch this, guys. Hold on. Pause real quick.
Okay.
All right, pause it. Just pause it real quick.
Yeah.
Let me speak.
Yeah, go ahead.
So all right, you see how I fought the guy? The guy in the mall called me a rat. We beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
He called me a rat and then ratted. So it looked stupid, right?
Yeah.
So what he did, he didn't press charges. So all I faced was the violation in federal government. So even if Pooh Shiesty wins this, right? Even just say Pooh Shiesty beats this case, he has to face a federal violation under probation that's up to 5 years. Kidnapping and a gun charge, it's A spec. I had C specs. I never got a new charge. So he's gonna go anywhere from 0 to 5 years. The
Minimum.
Damn.
Minimum.
So no
Best
matter
case
what,
scenario.
because he violated house arrest.
He caught a new case. He caught
I
a new
understand.
charge.
I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
I did 3 months. I didn't get a new charge. I just violated probation. He's violated probation by coming into police contact.
I see.
You get it?
I get it now.
So now people hate me like, oh my God.
I have a question though.
Hold on.
So look, 6ix9ine's breaking it down. He actually knows about how this stuff works because he is essentially saying that, look, even if Pooh Shiesty beats this case and there's no proof that he went into that studio recording booth with the gun and forced Gucci Mane to sign anything over, he's still in violation of his probation. His PO was literally calling him at the scene of the crime, telling him, go home, you're not authorized to be out your house. And then he's been around all these criminals. They're all, look, he's cooked no matter what, right? Everybody's saying, oh, he's going to beat it. His lawyer's just going to get the bag and leave. So he would also make some very disrespectful comments about Gucci's wife cheating on him with Yo Gotti. I don't know how true this is, but Hernandez Govern said the same thing.
So my thing is, you know, whether Gucci Mane decides to tell, he has to tell, or decides not to, You know what I mean? And he's gonna see this and be like, fuck, babe. Right now he's telling his girl, like, look, even 6ix9ine talking about it. He's not gonna keep his foot off my neck. Babe, I gotta go 5 years. And then Gucci Mane's wife is gonna continue to fuck Yo Gotti. So,
oh my God.
Yeah. So this is what happened. You know,
Jesus Christ.
While fucking Gucci Mane was locked up.
Are you looking at me? Look at him.
Actually,
no, look at him.
No, look at this. Look there.
The camera. While Gucci Mane was locked up, fucking his wife was being unfaithful to him to Yo Gotti. She was fucking Yo Gotti. So is that a he tells or his wife goes back to sucking Yo Gotti off?
Oh my God. Okay, question. Well, all right, if you're in Gucci's situation, what are you doing?
Telling.
Yeah, you tell.
You have to cooperate.
Now you're a fucking victim.
Or you're gonna lose your entire life.
Fuck.
But even if you
play that little boy in the club because we do not listen.
They want you to do an I walk this shit down.
So.
Yeah, that was a crazy stream. I was watching clips from that last night, and it was wild, okay? But there's a lot of other people throwing their 2 cents in. YSL Woody and Rollo both appeared on stream to share their take on the situation, and they had some insights too. As two Atlanta legends of the streets who have been dragged through the mud too, they would give pretty interesting and spicy takes on the situation. And Rollo would basically say if that was him, he would have killed Pooh Shiesty. He would have hunted him down and sent him to God.
Is not, I mean, it's got insurance, and all you got to do is get a police report to get paid. Me personally, they say that if Gucci Mane would have took matters into his own hand and let's say had Pooh Shiesty and them taken away from their world, everybody would be calling Gucci Mane so stupid for right now. Whatever happened is Pooh Shiesty and them fault. Start with the problem. Anything else is irrelevant.
Well, in my opinion, if somebody would have did that to me, I would have sent them to God. I would have sent them straight to God. I would have waited and waited until I got the right moment. I sent them to God. I want to never did. You know, that's just my way of doing things. That's what I would have did.
Yes. Pay attention to what you're doing now.
So I just told them what I would have did if that would have been done to me.
I didn't hear you what you would have did.
I would have waited. And I would have sent them to God.
But I don't know you with it, bro.
Who?
I know you with it, bro.
I'm not gonna let nobody take that from me. Take my, I thought they say you took your wedding ring.
What's more important to you in this life?
My peace of mind.
I'm changing it because I already know. What we doing the weekend, y'all? 404 day.
What you would have did? You would have caught. You would have did that.
If you gotta think about it, Gucci Mane don't lose in the situation.
What you mean?
What does he lose?
Bro, they've been trolling Gucci Mane.
So?
I'm the only person took off on him.
Gucci worth millions. Most of the people that's on here talking shit about Gucci ain't even got a banking account.
But I can say, now I'm gonna tell you it, Wood. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm gonna be honest with the whole entire world when I say this. Let's just go back to betrayal, Wood. When you was in jail, when I was in jail, and girls left us in jail, right? And then let's just talk about the times where they be like, hey, you know your girl, you know, fuck with Buddy. And I be like, hey, you fuck with that lame man nigga. He want to beat me. He want to be like me. He look up to me. He tell you, he like, you know, I'm his aspiration, or I'm his, you know, and he, you know, he ain't really having no emotion like that. You fucked him? Nah, I ain't fucked. And then you get out, yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, all these lames, or these niggas y'all call police, or these regular civilian niggas that y'all feel like ain't gangster, that just, you know, living their little civilian life. These are the individuals that stand free. These are the individuals that's enjoying life. These are the individuals.
They the quiet one. They nigga fucking all these loudmouth nigga girls.
Exactly. They the ones that when we in jail, they
in jail.
I'm talking about when we was in jail, they was out here enjoying life, taking trips, you know, getting some pussy.
Yeah, look, it's pretty crazy, right? It's very, very, I mean, I get where they're coming from, and I thought it was interesting how Woody basically said, you know, he basically said, a lot of people don't know that jewelry's insured. You have to file a police report to get your insurance claim. Gucci Mane ain't trying to have his wedding ring just go missing with no insurance claim. Like, forget about snitching, bruh. Is it snitching if you snitch to the insurance? You need to get your money back. Anyway, in a shock turn of events, Charleston White has now completely changed his tune. He's now supporting Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, even though he said, all right, that he was not feeling. Why none of the videos open on Reddit today? What's going on? What's going on? Have they been deleted, or is it like that? I got the clip here anyway. All right, one sec.
I don't think I want this group locked up. Now, gotta change your heart for Pooh Shiesty. I don't want him in Big 30 locked up. These some of the bravest young niggas. I think this is goddamn me Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale all over again. I think these two little motherfuckers like Tookie Williams and Raymond Washington when they started them West Side Crips. These little motherfuckers is shit. They done took down RD. Nigga, you know how hard it was? And then the feds came out and said, hey, Lintrell and 30s didn't have no guns. 30 ain't touched no gun. So I think the most they gonna get 30 on is some probation violation. Be gone maybe a year or so.
That was insane. He said, you know what? I'm rocking with Pooh Shiesty and Big 30. They're revolutionaries. He said it reminds him of Huey P. Newton, the revolutionary, the founder of the Black Panther Party. He said Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 reminded him of Tookie Williams and Raymond Washington, founders of the Bloods and the Crips. He's saying they're revolutionaries, all right? It is actually insane. So wait, where's the post? People are saying he confusing stupidity with having no sense with bravery. Huey Newton was intelligent, had sense, and was brave. All of that at the same time. This shit ain't comparable. So don't matter if they have guns or not. They was involved in a violent crime. If you're on papers and you can't even be around a gun, if a crime was committed, yet alone with other felons or gang members, you're a dummy. They done took down RD. I'm Team Goowalk, but you gotta respect a good joke. They done took down RD, man. They took down RD, and I ain't talking about that guy from Brighton. All of my UK rap fans will get that one. But anyway, Sean Cotton would also talk about it. He would suggest that Pooh Shiesty is actually making a bag for Gucci Mane, and Gucci Mane's profiting from the huge surge in Pooh Shiesty's stream since the arrest. All right, laugh now, cry later for sure.
Shiesty definitely won the battle that day. He definitely won the battle, but Gucci Mane won the war. And why I say that is because Pooh Shiesty, he gets around 2 million streams a day. 2 million streams a day, bro. So that's just Spotify. So let's say Apple does a little bit more. Pooh Shiesty probably bringing in 6 million total. 4 million Apple streams a day, 2 million Spotify streams a day. So that's a good, if y'all doing the math right now, that's a lot of money. So that's before the shit went viral, right? So picture how much he's being streamed now. FDO is the #1 streaming hip hop song right now since the news broke. It's the #1 stream rap song right now. It's #1 on Apple. It's going crazy on Spotify. Shooting up, going crazy. Y'all know niggas, we love nigga shit. When nigga shit happen, when somebody die, when somebody goes to jail, they shit shoot up. Record labels love it. And they love it because the fans love it. People are fucked up individuals, bro. People feed off negativity. People feed off of a storyline. That's just how it go. We could post an up-and-coming rapper that's dope as hell on Say Cheese. It's going to do 1,000 likes. And he could be super dope, like undeniably talented. But you'll have a nigga rob his label boss, and that shit gets 1 million, billion. The attention, everybody goes that way because we love a hot storyline. And why I say Gucci Mane won the war is because Gucci Mane's about to clean house. He's about to clean house. And what I mean by that, he's about to eat real good off this. Everybody's tuning in to Pooh Shiesty. Everywhere I went yesterday, everybody was listening to FDO. Everybody was listening to 762 Guide. Everybody listening to, all his, all these songs. Everybody's tuning in, trying to put clues together and shit like that. So, I think Pooh Shiesty is going to get to around, he's getting 10 million streams a day.
So Gucci Mane's getting paid off of that, right? So Gucci Mane won the war. They're saying Pooh Shiesty won the battle. Gucci Mane won the war. Now, I'm just going to breeze through a couple of Reddit posts with a bit of new information. People are saying, so it was the cameraman that got robbed and cooperated with the feds alongside Gucci Mane. Obviously, we already saw the cameraman who was identified previously. Okay, thinking you were about to rob a white guy named Matt Marzal and no authorities will be involved afterwards is wild as hell. You're most definitely correct. This guy will bring his wife to court, take the stand, point you out, then go home, have dinner with his family, and not give good goddamn about any street cred or politics. Then he's going to have a great night's sleep. And they're saying he should. Pooh is dumb as fuck. That's what they're saying. They're saying Matt is a totally innocent civilian. Does that mean he's not allowed to cooperate? You don't live by no street code. Not only is he allowed to cooperate, but it's expected for him to cooperate. It's in his best interest to cooperate. Saying no, according to people on here, because he films rappers, he's expected to be strapped up and ready to risk his life in any situation. Okay, that's what they're saying. So there's another post going around. Now, basically, Gucci Mane's being dragged through the mud for alleged snitching. They're saying this the big three. Ain't no big three, it's just big me. RD. All right, RD, What's Doug's name again? I've forgotten Doug's real name. RD, YT, and G. All right. It's a cold world. Okay. It's actually a cold world. RD, JW, and SK. They got the whole thing on lockdown, man. They got the whole of Atlanta on lock right now, for real. Okay, that's what they're saying. Okay, that's what they're saying. Anyway, all right, here's another post. Gucci Mane is a 46-year-old civilian with a wife and kids, and he's rich. He was supposed to tell he did the right thing. He's not in the streets anymore. Meanwhile, Gucci Mane, in his 40s, rich, married with kids. He posted this in 2020. He said, to all snitches and my haters and the most polite racists ever, Gucci, I pray y'all die of coronavirus 2020. Okay, he wasn't on his psych meds then, all right? Now he's on the meds. He's realizing. They're saying he was supposed to release Pooh from his contract like he did to everyone else. Not really. He released them other artists because they weren't successful and was in and out of jail. Pooh was profitable, so he kept him and Fujiano, and that's why he had a gun to his head. Pooh asked to be released, which means he no longer wanted to work for or with Gucci. Gucci said the wrong shit and got a reaction he wasn't expecting. All money ain't good money and all money ain't worth it. Yeah. Pooh Shiesty's a dummy. Last thing I'm going to show you, and this is from the Louisiana subreddit, interestingly enough, all right? This is from the Dumb Way. They're saying Birdman would have had Big 30 tied up on a table with an apple in his mouth. Birdman would not play like that. You can't pull this type of move to Birdman. They said Birdman would have had Pooh Shiesty and 30 in the trunk like this, all right? Birdman old ass would have been sitting there looking stupid with a gun in his face. Saying same shit would have happened to Baby, Boosie, Future, you name it. If Gucci got snaked, happens to the best of them. It's no snitching under any circumstances, though. They're saying shit, Gucci got himself in that. He went with one security guard and cameraman, no extra muscle or nothing. 9 on 3 is hella odds, especially when they're all strapped. They're saying he went like that because it was supposed to be just a business meeting about a new deal. That's why the cameraman was there ready to record them, basically celebrating Shiesty's release and him and Gucci linking back up. That was the plan. Gucci was slimed out and backdoored. Shiesty and them just snaked him. He was caught completely off guard by a dude he put on and trusted. Facts. Okay. That's facts. That is actually facts. That's the really saddest part of this. All right. Saying Birdman got too many killers around him to end up like Gucci Mane did. Still, I'm in disbelief about it, though. It's like Pooh and them pulled a Suge Knight, and it gave me Suge Knight Death Row vibes. Yeah, he pulled a Suge Knight. Where's Suge Knight? In the feds. He's locked up. Suge Knight ain't seeing the light of day. Suge Knight is smelling the next man's dookie every single day. You're hopping out the bunk bed, all right? And that's no disrespect. He's dealing with the consequences of this street life. You know, in Suge Knight's case, running somebody over at the Straight Outta Compton video shoot and killing them. It's no good, right? No good. So Gucci Mane's reputation is in a tough place. I think he should take the stand. I think he should get his money. Them streaming, them FDO streams, it's a nice little bag right now. And he found Pooh Shiesty fair and square. He put him on, he blew him up, and he deserves the spoils. But he's going to have to put his street cred on the line if he wants to keep all that going. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Pooh Shiesty did the right thing? Do you think he's a big dummy? Do you think Gucci Mane did the right thing? Do you think he's, he should have kept his street cred in lieu of millions of dollars? Some say as much as 25. I don't know. You guys let me know. But that's it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow with some more content. Thank you for watching. And for now, I'm out. FD.